Greetings, YouTubers, and welcome to the new year, 2013. If you can't tell what I'm about to talk about, game debate. The top 7 reasons why Sly Cooper rocks. Guys, it's been 7 years since Sly 3 was over, and after 7 years, we still stick to it, and it's finally coming, a new Sly game. That's right. And with this, I just gotta ask, why do we like Sly? I mean, I'm sure everybody has their reasons, and so I spent the better part of a weekend playing the HD collection, falling back in love with Sly Cooper in the cast. And here they are, my top 7 reasons why Sly Cooper rocks! Number 7, the story. Here's all you gotta know, people. Sly Cooper is a master thief, always has been. He's raised into a family of thieves called the Cooper clan who have been stealing treasures and loot from other villains for history beyond. If that's not epic enough, we start off the first one with a kind of Batman-ish bit where a bad guy has killed Sly's father. You know, and taking the pages from the Thieves Raccoonus, their holy bible of stealing. And then it just leads on from there. You know, he spends the better part of his younger life stealing back these pages and stopping criminals in their tracks. And then the second game is basically stealing the clockwork parts. The third game is basically collecting a horde of master thieves to take them back. It's pretty standard stuff, apparently. Number 6, the levels. What can I say about these levels? In Sly 1, they were creative, and in Sly 2, they were expansive and creative. They were beautiful, each and every single one. Sure, Sly 1's levels were more linear, and Sly 2's levels, but then Sucker Punch got the idea to make Sly 2's levels big, and that stuck in Sly 3. Each of these levels is unique. They each have interesting missions and stuff. I mean, sure, some more creativity was put into the missions of Sly 3, because in Sly 3 you get to fly a plane, drive a boat, and basically go sword fighting on the masts of boats. It's pretty fun. Number 5, the evolution. This is a pretty self-explanatory one. In Sly 1, the concept of what made Sly Cooper great was there. Great villains, great characters, beautifully designed levels, but it needed to be polished. Sly Cooper 1's levels were open world, was small, and you know, it was kind of short. You can easily speed run through this in like 2 hours or so. Then, Sucker Punch took the initiative and made Sly 2 bigger. It made the levels bigger. It made the missions fun. And the graphics were polished up. And in Sly 3, instead of changing anything major to the world, sure, they added a few extra features here and there, like a speech option, driving your own pirate boat, and they even made some of the worlds bigger than others. But they put creativity into their missions. They made them fun for players to do. Like in the Italy mission where you have Bentley singing opera. I'm dead serious. Here's the clip. Number 4, the music. Alright, I'm going to throw some numbers at you. You get the 5 levels of Sly 1, the whopping 8 levels of Sly 2, and the 6 levels of Sly 3. And each level has its own individual music track that plays in the background. I'm dead serious. Each one fits with the environment it's in, and every time and yet somehow it just makes you feel sneaky as well. I mean, listen to Paris. And then listen to Canada. Yeah, that's just the passive music. The battle music, the freaking special music like Carmelita and Sly dancing.
Ooh.
Or Bentley singing opera. That's all special music. That shows caring when Sucker Punch doesn't use any sort of recycling in their music selections. I know of other games that do this, but honestly, Sly Cooper's music sticks with me, and that's why it's a number 4 spot on the list. Number 3, the villains. These villains were amazing. They really were. All of them were creative, all of them had their own style, they weren't repetitive in any way. And what was really nice was that Sucker Punch gave you little bits of information about them, why they turned evil. I mean, just look at this scene with Ms. Ruby as she was a kid. I mean, I felt bad for her. I mean, I would play with that dead turtle, I'd be a friend. Just don't make me do that level again. The boss fights were interesting and unique. I mean, what was more to say about this? But there was one boss that really stuck out, and he's in the number 2 spot at number 2, the Mickey. Ah yes, what could you say about the purple iguana in the greasy sweet suit? Well, I can say this, he has to be the first boss I ever faced in Sly Cooper. I mean it, he was the first boss. And from that day, he's left a sort of impression on me. At first, I thought, I'm done with that lizard, I'll never see him again. Then Sly 3 comes along, and I'm like, I guess he's a main character. So, we go onwards, and yeah, I like this guy. He's funny, what he says most of the time doesn't make sense. I mean, look at this.
What is this with clocks, bro? Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I mean to you? You think you have juice? Don't show me a little mind when talking about such big things. You think you can swing the bat? Show your bling and let me shine you.
What did he say? Just don't ever insult his suit. And for the love of Pete, Sucker Punch, Senzaro, don't ever put him back in his scuba suit. God, it still burns looking at it. And the number 1 reason why Sly Cooper rocks is the Cooper Gang. Yep, Sly, Bentley, Murray, the 3 guys that introduced us to the franchise. Just bravo guys. Each one well developed, each one you can tell automatically who they are, but I mean, you got Bentley, the nerdy, cautious one that's always worried about his teammates, and yet loves to blow stuff up. And you've seen as he goes from timid little turtle that doesn't leave the van to guy who is willing to break his friend out of jail. And then to master of deviousness in Sly 3. It's just well done. It's well done. Then there's Murray, the guy who loves destruction, thinks he's a superhero, and is willing to upset his guru to save his friends from a opera-singing mob boss. I can't make this up. But those are the side acts. They're the side main acts, I guess. What you want me to talk about is Sly. Sly Cooper, Mr. Suave, the guy that everybody likes. He's suave, he's cool, he's smooth with the ladies, he flirts with a cop and doesn't care. He's able to escape dangers 10 times worse. I guess that says it all about him. The point is that I'm not trying to raise my expectations. You know what? No. People deserve to have their expectations raised. Sucker Punch left a legacy, Sanzaro. And if you expect to take over this Sly Cooper franchise, you better be able to beat Sucker Punch at their own games. Literally. I mean, really, there's a lot of pressure on Sanzaro, and I gotta feel bad for them because Sucker Punch left such a legacy. But thankfully, the HD collection came, and Sanzaro managed to learn the tricks or two about Sly Cooper, so I guess this will work. In the meantime, though, this has been Brainiac shining the light on the darkness. I hope you liked this game debate. Please leave some comments below if you want me to do some other game debates. I got plenty of ideas to talk about. If not, leave some likes, subscribe to our channel. We got other stuff coming, guys.